morning, Hutto. It's time for our March edition of HTV News. Welcome to the show. I'm Sierra Kittigwa. Our HHS robotics team have been doing a spectacular job this year. They placed first overall in the UIL state competition. Take a look at some of the action Marty Guerra and Victor Perez got of the team.
What is robotics?
Robotics and engineering is the study of electrical machines that we can use and program to do physical tasks. So unlike a computer, which purely does math or input output on the computer, robotics can actually manipulate the world around us. Construct things in our physical world, not just run math, do computation.
What exactly do you do in robotics?
I primarily do a lot of the programming and 3D modeling facilities. I work a lot during our best season with the programmers. I mentor and instruct them on Robot C and how to work with our VEX controllers. I also do a good bit of 3D modeling for the robot and other things. In fact, I just got pulled away from doing a CAM project.
What you working on?
What we're doing is we're starting to experiment with the X-Carve CNC machine we have in there, specifically our 3D milling, so get it working with Fusion 360, one of the CAM and CAD tools we have available for us.
In robotics, we learn how to program the robots, the VEX robots, and other types of robots that we have in our class. We also participate in Best Robotics in the fall of each year. It's another competition gives us a prompt and we have to do it. And right now we're participating in TSA, which is another engineering-based competition.
You got first place in the local UIL robotics competition and second in state. How does that feel?
It feels great. We've taken the program from very, very humble beginnings. It started off as just a team of nerds, basically, like saying, hey, let's see what we can do with this. And we've become a lot more inclusive. We include just about the entire school into the project. We get everybody hyped up, and we love doing it. It's awesome to see the program grow from something very, very tiny into something that the whole community gets to enjoy now. So.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be principal for a month? We'll find out what these HHS students said when Tavian Miles went out in the halls of HHS and asked.
What's your name and what grade are you in?
Kayla Forrest, I'm a sophomore.
My name's Ramessa and I'm junior.
Kira Hatcher and senior.
I'm Phoebe and I'm a junior.
Devion Wilson, I'm in grade 11.
If you were principal for a day, what would you do?
To be honest, I would let all the kids be on their phones. I let them go to any class they want, and I let them go off campus to eat.
I would make school shorter.
What would you do if you were principal for a day?
I would make everything a lot easier by just approving everything that was given to me.
And what would that be?
Like if people needed hours, I wouldn't make them actually make up the hours. I would just give them to them, give them a free pass on things. If people got a referral, I probably wouldn't approve the referral. Give them. Everyone would just have a free pass, what the rules were and what they needed to do to graduate and everything.
If you're a principal for one day, what would you do?
I wouldn't be too serious on the dress code. It's not a big deal, but they make it a bigger deal than it is.
What would you do if you're a principal for a day?
I would change the school start time to 10:30 and do it in school at 2:30.
And what else would you do?
Make parking free.
And in our last feature, we will take a look into the creative animation class to see all the different and exciting things that took place.
Animation is the storytelling view that one can use from one person's perspective. Like, I've done animations myself through, I mean, quite a few years of my life now, and it's kind of nice to just be able to work on it by myself, because I guess that's just how it is. So I don't know. Oh, I've been animating since I was about probably 13. I mean, I'd say that this might be kind of a weird thought, but I mean, I used to go on like Newgrounds and stuff like that, and there are a lot of good like websites and things like that that people use to really develop a community for it. But I always just kind of had fun with it, you know, just really making something. The fact that I can tell a story and eventually try and maybe inspire someone else. I mean, I'm not nearly good enough now, and I really want to practice and get better. I mean, always, you know. But the fact that I have the potential, at least I hope so, to maybe change somebody else's ideas, or maybe like help someone, that'd be really cool. I did the UIL event that we had at the high school, actually. I'm not entirely certain the rankings of that, but I did some rankings online, and I actually placed and won some decent prize money. I think I won like $250 from, I got like 3rd place, but I mean, I did something, which was really cool. But I think that the best feeling in the world is seeing an animation that you've worked on for months, you know? I mean, just an insane amount of time that nobody with a right mind would work on for that long. And you see it and you're finally done, and you just kind of like take a step back and really enjoy it, you know? Which is a weird thought, but I mean, that's probably my favorite part.
Here at HTV, we will be featuring students who have interesting stories in our Hippo Profile segment. Our student of the month is Kendall Shepard.
I'm Kendall Shepard, and I'm a senior at Hutto High School. I come from Hutto. It's been the town I've lived in my entire life.
Do you plan on attending a college, and if so, which one?
I plan on attending Baylor University in the fall.
What is your dream?
My dream is to be an astrophysicist and work at NASA and help send people to Mars.
Why are you interested in being an astrophysicist?
I'm interested in it because I feel like that's the next great discovery is in space. That's the next thing that we're discovering right now, and I just think it'd be so cool to send people to Mars and be a part of that group.
What inspired you to be in cheerleading?
Just a couple of my friends tried out in middle school, and so I kind of followed the crowd and I tried out and I made it, and so like just from then I kind of fell in love with it, and it's just what I love to do now.
How long have you been in cheerleading?
Been in cheerleading for 6 years now.
What has been your greatest achievement through your cheerleading career?
My greatest achievement has been whenever I was a freshman and I was on JV and I got moved up to varsity, because I just kind of showed my worth throughout the year, and normally people don't get moved up, usually people get moved down. And so I just worked really, really hard and they moved me up. And then also at my all-star team, on my all-star gym, they moved me up from the level 3 team to the level 4 team. And that's like a big jump. And so for 1 week, I was on 4 cheer teams as I was transitioning. And I feel like that was just a really great achievement because I worked really hard and I showed my worth and I got promoted for it.
What do you like about being a cheerleader?
It's just really fun sometimes having all the lights on you, and you know, everyone's kind of watching you, but then also you get to cheer on your team and like just really root for them and get the crowd to root for the players, which actually helps the players win. And then also for all-star, like competitive, it's just a lot of fun going out on the mat for 2.5 minutes and just, you know, putting your heart into it.
On the night of October 8th, 2016, it was announced that you were the homecoming queen of 2016. What went through your mind, and can you share your experience?
I was just so surprised and happy, and I was really thankful because I had my whole family and I had my cheer team there with me, all there to support me, and I was just so thankful that, you know, like the whole school chose me, because, you know, there's only one homecoming queen each year, and it was me, and I was just like so shocked and happy, thankful. That's really all the words that I have.
And that's our show. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next month for another edition of HTV News. Until then, go Hippos!